Hello, League. This is the voice of the league, Cameron Hand, coming to you. So basically, this morning I was doing a homework assignment where I had to screen record and do a presentation using this Loom program. And I figured, you know what? Why don't I, since we just had the draft last night, why don't I go through the draft? And since I am by far the wisest and smartest analyst that we have in this league, obviously it's completely obvious by looking at my team and looking at the rest of your guys' teams. Why don't I break down how the draft went and everybody's picks? I don't know if I'll do the whole thing because it's a lot of picks, but let's give it a shot. All right, starting with Alec. Picks Christian McCaffrey first round. Now, this is particularly interesting because as you see here, Alec is fire sailing Christian McCaffrey by Tuesday. Like, is there any other league in the world where the person who has the first pick in the draft is fire sailing Christian McCaffrey like he's like they need to get him off of this team like immediately, like he's trash. Anyway, I know Alec. I don't think Alec thinks he's trash. Apparently, he just doesn't like him because he's on the Panthers. Which okay. Anyway, fascinating. Huge waste of it's amazing. He got the first pick. Dylan comes in, clear, easy Saquon. Doug thinking he's going to go back to back with that Ezekiel Elliott pick. You know, I like it. I think he's probably the third best running back here. But yeah, Camacho, aka Dragon My Nuts. I'm pretty sure he's changed his name like 3 times in here. It goes Alvin Kamara, which I was banking on because I'd much rather have my boy Dalvin Cook, who is going to get even more work. He's in a contract year, boys. Contract year. His talks are stalled, but he's not talking about holding out. No way. He's going to get that money. He's going to go hard. And he's going to, according to this, he could even be used more in the passing game since Diggs is no longer in town. They didn't add any like substantial wide receivers. So that's going to be, Dalvin's going to be getting some of that work, you know? Cameron Broker shocking the world right here, sending shockwaves to the fantasy community. Not a bad pick, but I was not expecting it. I was expecting him to go Derrick Henry and trade with Alec, but he goes Michael Thomas instead. Sam goes Derrick Henry, you know, obvious pick. Khan goes Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clear, good pick. Greg just shocking the world right here. Shocking the world by taking Devontae Adams. Shocking Hunter. Throws Hunter all off his game. Hunter doesn't know what to do. What should I do? I was going to pick Devontae Adams. I thought Greg was going to go 2 running backs. No, he didn't. He goes Devontae Adams. Hunter panics. He goes DeAndre Hopkins. Is that a good pick? Probably, but he's on edge. Goes back, comes in with Eckler, who I really like. I give Hunter props for that one. I really like that pick. Greg goes with Josh Jacobs. He's got a lot of running backs he was deciding over. He was getting a little Kenyon Drake, maybe Miles Sanders, maybe Aaron Jones, maybe Joe Mixon, maybe Nick Chubb. He goes with probably the safest pick right there in Josh Jacobs, so I like it. Con goes with this cornerstone piece, Julio Jones. Julio Jones, that's Connor's boy. Connor really wanted Julio Jones. I know that. He was nervous he was going to get taken, but nope. Sam goes Tyreek Hill. I like that pick. Cam goes Chris Godwin. I think that's a bit of a stretch. There's I'd rather have other people than Chris Godwin. And it's shocking to me he went 2 wide receivers. But let's see how it works out for him. I go Kenyon Drake right here. Amazing pick, boys. Amazing pick. He was a projected top 12 guy, and I get him here at 15. Steal. Aaron Jones, good pick. Dude, and Kenyon Drake's has that real good catching. He's involved in the passing game. He's coming in. That's his own backfield. Aaron Jones, pretty good. I think he's gonna be solid. So far, Camacho's doing all right, but it falls off pretty quickly over here. Joe Mixon, Doug can't pass up that. He's another top 12 projected guy. Comes in, Doug steals him at what? 13 or 18? Amazing. Dill goes Travis Kelce, which I'm pretty sure someone was going to take him in the second round. It's kind of surprised it was Dylan because I knew he was going after Gronk. But yeah, that scares Doug a little bit. Doug's like, what am I going to do? And then Alec goes Mike Evans, which, is okay, I guess. And Calvin Ridley, huge reach there, in my opinion. I would much rather have Amari Cooper, Kenny Galladay, DJ Moore, Juju, Allen Robinson, Adam Thielen, Robert Wood. I'd literally almost rather have 10 wide receivers than him. Dylan picks Kenny Galladay, good pick. Doug can't pass up that value. Nick Chubb's a top 15 projected guy. Doug gets him at 23. Wild. Amari Cooper goes to Camacho. I don't know. Pretty good pick, I guess. Miles Sanders comes to me, another projected top 13, top 14 guy. I get him here at 25. Thank you very much. I'll sweep him up. I go 3 running backs, but I know wide receivers so deep that I can still build that sick wide receiver core, which I did do. Cameron goes Chris Carson here, which is really good, I think, because he needs those running backs, and you got a really good potential 1 running back right there. Sam goes Kittle, who I like, but is already missed 12 practices and is probably going to miss a zillion games. DJ Moore from Connor, one receiver for Carolina, pretty sweet. Greg, since he picked Devontae Adams first round, he's got to stack up that high ceiling with James Conner with his running backs. Hunter goes Juju. I like Adam Thielen and Allen Robinson more than Juju, but I guess Ben Roethlisberger's back. He's got a pretty high ceiling. Could get injured though. Leonard Fournette, pretty good, I guess. Todd Gurley for Greg. Again, Greg's got to go that high ceiling route. I probably would have gone David Johnson here, safer pick, but good pick by Greg. 3 running backs in a row. Colin goes David Johnson. Love that pick. I think he's going to have that bounce back year for Houston. Sam blows my mind here and takes OBJ over like Thielen, Robertson, even Lockett, Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp. I don't know. I'm not a big OBJ guy, but Broker goes Mahomes here, which is probably a good pick because there's not like any. He still gets 2 solid running backs, so pretty good pick actually. I get Adam Thielen, 1 receiver last year for Minnesota, and now there's not even a Stephon Diggs, so he's going to get more targets. DK Metcalf goes to Camacho, who I feel like he 100% could have gotten in the next round. Allen Robinson is an absolute steal here for Doug. I'm feeling like people didn't actually look at Allen Robinson's stats because he's an absolute stud. Look at that. Look at those targets. Yeah, it's pretty good. And hopefully his QB situation will be better. Dill goes Lamar Jackson, obviously a good pick. Alec goes Le'Veon Bell, which just blows my mind because, let's see, Frank Gore. It's like Alec didn't even watch Le'Veon Bell last year. He's absolute garbage. And Frank Gore could split carries with Le'Veon Bell. This is just saying how everyone likes Frank Gore in that offense. And even if he doesn't split carries with him, he's definitely going to take a good amount of carries and catches from him, so bad pick. Le'Veon Bell probably going to get injured as well. Mark Andrews, good pick. Robert Woods for Dylan. That's like a shockingly insightful pick in my opinion because I think Robert Woods can have a good year. I don't think he's going to have a better year than my boy Cooper Kupp. But Doug goes Tyler Lockett, another good steal, another good second receiver. Zach Ertz, I really wanted, so good job there, Camacho. But I take Cooper Kupp here, who I think is going to be the best receiver on a really good Rams offense. He's got that connection with who's their quarterback? Jared Goff. Melvin Gordon, Cameron goes. Yeah, good pick there, Cam. Because, you pick 2 wide receivers. You got to load up on those running backs, and you got a good high ceiling running back there with Melvin Gordon. Sam goes Terry McLaurin, who I like more than OBJ. That's for sure. And Darren Waller goes to Connor. He had a pretty good year last year. And Con needed a tight end. Already got the 2 running backs. I see his flow right here. He picks up 2 good wide receivers later. Greg goes DJ Chark. Pretty good wide receiver there. 1 wide receiver. Hunter gets himself a solid, either a good wide receiver 1 or like a really good wide receiver 2 right there. And Keenan Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Hunter's, goes for the upside pick of Jonathan Taylor. I respect it. Is he going to get the job from Marlon Mack the first year though? I don't know, man. TY goes to Greg. Super good pick. Devontae Parker, great pick by Connor. AJ Brown, a pretty good pick from Sam. Sam's got a pretty solid wide receiving core here. It's just his problem is he didn't pick up any running backs until like the 8th round or whatever that is. Mark Ingram goes to Broker. Don't really like that pick too much. I already told him about that. I get Stephon Diggs, absolute steal. Best receiver on Buffalo with Josh Allen just chucking. Phenomenal pick by myself. Camacho inexplicably goes Rob Gronkowski here. I don't understand it. Back-to-back tight ends, but it's cool. Doug goes Marquise Brown. Dill Mostert. Okay. Alec makes his first good pick of the draft in DeAndre Swift. Actually, pretty good. Mark Andrews, good pick. His second. Kyler Murray he takes, pretty good pick. Dill goes Kareem Hunt, great pick. Solidifying those running backs. And, Doug goes Evan Ingram for his tight end. I like it. Russell Wilson for Camacho. I really like that. I like Russell Wilson more than Dak. I agree. I go AJ Green. I mean, look at that upside pick, top 10 wide receiver like 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure. And he's just been injured, but now he's coming back healthy with a new quarterback. Cameron goes Cortland Sutton, pretty good pick. They did add Melvin Gordon, who's a pass catcher, and Jerry Jeudy, so we could see a lot less targets for Sutton this year. So that's why I went with AJ Green. Dak by Sam, that's good. Will Fuller, great pick by Connor. Deep threat with Deshaun Watson. No more DeAndre Hopkins. Michael Gallup to Giles, I don't know much about him. I mean, I know he's good, but that offense is loaded. Tyler Boyd to Hunter. I feel like Tyler Boyd's going to have a little bit of a drop off this year with AJ Green coming back and Joe Mixon ascending and all of that. Then Hunter reaches for Tom Brady. We were all laughing about that because that was pretty funny. And yeah, just Devin Singletary and Marlon Mack, pretty good. Jarvis Landry, great pick up by Broker that late. Brandon Cooks, great pick up by me that late. Another one of the top wide receivers for Houston with no D-Hop. CeeDee Lamb, yeah, okay. Deshaun Watson, great value pick by Doug there. Ronald Jones, okay. Julian Edelman, I like that pick. Cam Akers, I kind of like that pick. Philip Lindsay. Yeah, so basically that's all the juicy. Any more juicy stuff? I mean, Camacho took Justin Tucker like halfway through the draft, which is absolutely wild. But yeah, I mean, looking at this draft here, I think it's pretty clear that I won the draft. And Alec lost the draft because Alec got the first pick, and his second best running back is Le'Veon Bell, and his second best wide receiver is Calvin Ridley. His best wide receiver is Mike Evans. I think that's an L for Alec. And he took 2 tight ends, I guess, which I did too, but TJ Hawkinson's kind of garbage. Dill's team, pretty good. Doug's team, I really like. Me and Doug's team looked very similar. 3 running backs in the first 3 rounds. Camacho's team is kind of a train wreck, with 2 tight ends and drafting a kicker that early and drafting T. Higgins, who's like their 5th wide receiver on Cincinnati. But yeah, I think it's pretty clear that I won this draft and Alec lost it, and everybody else's team is pretty good. So it'll be an interesting year coming up. So I look forward to beating you all and going undefeated.